We turn now to the case of that awful and deadly massacre at a Buffalo supermarket. Tonight, federal prosecutors now saying they will seek the death penalty in the hate crimes case against a white supremacist who killed 10 black people in Buffalo at the grocery store he visited several times before the attack. Here's our senior investigative correspondent, Aaron Katersky, from Buffalo tonight.
Tonight, the Justice Department is pursuing the death penalty for Peyton Gendron, who carried out a racist massacre at a Buffalo supermarket in 2022. In their decision, federal prosecutors said Gendron picked the Tops Market in East Buffalo on purpose, driving more than 200 miles from home to maximize the number of black victims. He had scouted it in advance and live-streamed the attack, prosecutors said, to incite violent action by others. 10 black people were killed in the attack, including Pearl Young. Today's decision to seek the death penalty doing nothing to diminish the pain of her daughter.
Whatever decisions they made, it's not going to do anything in terms of what my heart needs, and my heart needs healing.
Mark Talley's mother was Geraldine Talley.
I would have preferred he spend the rest of his life in prison, suffering every day. I think he's getting off the hook getting the death penalty.
Gendron is already serving a life sentence after pleading guilty to state charges last year when a man lunged at him in court. He will now be tried on federal hate crimes and weapons charges. The decision to pursue the death penalty was a first for the Biden administration, which has also imposed a moratorium on federal executions. Tonight, David, defense attorneys called it.
Man, I absolutely love what that one brother said. See, people, and I was talking about this yesterday, said, you know, people think that the death penalty is worse than prison. Like that man, like that brother said, that death penalty is giving him a way out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course it's death, but then that's it. Once he's dead, he's dead. But spend life in prison as it's a lot more punishing than the death penalty.
Yeah, right.
But I want to flip this. All right. With the exception of all the people that he killed and all their families, God bless y'all. My hearts go out to y'all. I worked with the woman who was the wife of the cop that got killed there. Worked with her for years, 15, 20 years. Kim Salter, and her husband was killed up there. And you can just see her. When you see her, you see the damage it did. I mean, her and her husband, they had a loving marriage. They were very, very close. So when that thing happened, man, you can't even say devastated her. It ruined her as a person. It ruined her. All right. Like I said, with the exception of all those people, there is a shame that we need to face about how we view something like this. Okay, the first thing I want to say about that young man, he was 18 years old. He was inundated by propaganda from adults who are feeding this hate to these young people. All right, they fed all this stuff into this kid's head enough for it to work. They got the desired result of all the mess they fed him over the years. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's put this on us now. Look at our young people. Our young people who are out here and dealing drugs and all the stuff that they were doing, they got that from an older person, just like this young white kid got inundated with this information from an older white person. These older black dudes was giving these drugs and stuff to these young 12 and 13-year-old black kids because he knew they couldn't go to jail for it. So they'd have them sitting on the porch dealing drugs and they would pay them. You know, and when they got old enough, they recruited them as one of their soldiers because this kid now he's making this money. Now he's addicted to the money. Now you put a gun in his hand. And now, how many black people died at the hands of our young black men behind just the drug game? All right, a drug game that was that had permeated the minds of our young people through some adult black male. Just like that white kid was inundated with this hate by an adult white male and taught to go and kill blacks. Our young black people were taught to deal these drugs by an older black person who then also gave him a gun and told him, shoot anybody who did such and such. You understand what I'm saying? And see, this is why I do understand the cry for the death penalty by the people who was affected by what he did. But I got so mad about the fact that they had all these things going on after this shooting happened. You couldn't get down Jefferson. They got all free food, free this thing. It went on for 3 months. And here in the same breath, we had just finished burying some young blacks who were killed by blacks. And not one black person asked for the death penalty. You understand?
Right.
This kind of thinking bothers me because it seems like it's okay that we kill each other. And somebody actually said that to me, that, you know, yeah, pretty much it's okay that we kill each other. But no, we ain't gonna have no white person coming in and killing. I'm stunned by that.